BGNARLEY till I die. Mic check 1, 2 to the 3, 4, 5. Nick Tunes up next with the podcast live.
What's up, Grommet? Grommet Vommit, brought to you by JB2 and Duke. Today's show sponsor is Chicho's Pizza and Moke America and Black Strap. And we got a promo code to get 20% off your order. It is JB2 Super Drop 23. You go to you, Duke.
And we also got Yoka Hair Skateboards. Yoka Hair Skateboards. And Rip Pack.
Yeah. And we got Mr. Dave Duncan. You.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? Mr. Dave Duncan, or well, what do we call you? Mr. Dave, Mr. Duncan, Mr. Dave Duncan, Dave. What do we call you?
My friends call me Double D.
Double D? All right.
Double D. What's up,
That's when I'm on the mic. I'm at an event on the mic or something. They call me Double D.
Okay.
That sounds pretty sick.
Sick. So we got some questions for you today.
I'm ready. Shoot, fire away.
How did you get into announcing?
Well, I started out as just a skateboarder for fun, and then after having fun, they said, "Hey, if you ride these contests, you get free boards and free clothing and stuff." So I go, all right. So I started entering the local contests, and then I got sponsored a bunch, and they asked me to judge all of the younger kids in the like beginner, intermediate divisions. I was in the sponsor division, so they would give me like $50 to judge, and I was just sitting there judging, and another guy was announcing, and he was not a pool rider or a bull rider or a street guy. He was more of a racing guy, and he was just trying to help out like a volunteer. And I said, "Hey, I think I can do better because I know all these guys and I know all the movies." He goes, "Please," and he just handed me the microphone and said, "Hey, go for it." So, and then eventually when I turned to the pro thing, the Thrasher guy was doing them all, and he just kind of got a little older and wanted to retire from it all. He's busy with the magazine, and I was at all the events building the ramps. So that was one thing too. I'm a carpenter, so I help build a lot of ramps. So I'm there building the ramps like, "Hey, can you help us judge? Can you help us announce?" And save money on the airfare and hotel for flying someone in just for that. So yeah, good times.
Yeah,
that was back in
awesome.
the 80s. That was back in the 80s. So I try to tell everybody to start out at your local scene. Like I did a lot of local contests and demos in my local shops, and you got to start locally. And then as you get better, you start to get more statewide or nationwide, from there. But definitely start your local spots for sure.
Yeah, we're building a ramp. Well, we're getting the wood to build my ramp right now.
Congratulations. That's awesome. I think that's everybody's dream is to have their own ramp. You want to skate all the time. You want to skate when you want. You don't have to get a ride to the skate park or whatever, So congratulations on you. Everyone I know who has their own ramp gets really good because you can skate every day. If you skate every day, skate all the time, a few times a week, then you keep getting better and better, with anything you do. You just got to stay with it.
Yeah, I have a ramp in my backyard.
See, see how good you are. See, Eric, look, you're getting better all the time, learning new tricks. Plus, you can bring your friends over and have a good time. That's really what these sports are all about, is having fun with your friends. Yeah, you can go ride by yourself and maybe learn some tricks, but then your friends go, "Hey, look what I learned," or "Look what you can do," and then you feed off each other's energy. And that's what makes action sports so different than like other sports. Other sports like, "I'm going to beat you. I'm better than you." No, it's not like that with these sports. It's like, "Hey, we're all good. We all have our own style. We all have our own tricks. We just vibe with each other and have a good time together and get along cool." And that's what makes, skateboarding, surfing, snowboarding so much fun. Is just having fun with your friends. It's action sports is the best that way.
Yeah, it's that's literally the life, just skating with your friends and having a good time.
Yeah, and you know what? As you get older, you got to get you got to go to school. You got to get a job. You got to get a car, so you can get around. Then you got to get a job. You got to pay for insurance and gas, and then you're busy working. You don't have as much time to ride. So you realize you guys are in a lucky place right now. Before you get your own car, before you have a big busy job or a wife and kids, family. Like when you're young, that's the time to do it. When you're a teenager, when you're like even before that, you guys like enjoy this free time. I hate it when kids sit around, "Oh, I'm bored. All I do is play video games at home. Life's boring." No, man, go and enjoy this free time that you're only going to have at this time in your life,
Yeah. And everybody that's going to be watching this, I first met Dave Duncan. I mean, Double D
yeah.
at Coastal Edge when he was building the ramps for the contest.
I remember that. You guys just come by and help out a lot. And that's what I'm saying. All the local kids used to come and help me. And there's a lot of ramps. There's a lot of work to do. I know how to do it, but it would take a lot longer if I had to do it by myself. So I always try and bring some of my friends or the local guys. And I remember John would come and help us out. John Fadala, he's a great guy doing that little local school there and stuff. And those Coastal Edge guys are really cool. So thanks. That was a great experience for me. And those ramps came out killer. And I see all kinds of kids learning on them. There's beginner ramps. There's the mini ramp. I mean, it's kind of good stuff for all ages. So that's really what you want in a skate park, is something for everybody. So right on. That was cool. Yeah. I remember meeting you out there. That was fun. You're ripping.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. How do you remember all of the skate tricks and all of the skaters' names when you?
It's a passion. I love skateboarding so much. I'm like a sponge. So it's like when you love something a lot, you want to absorb yourself in it and just be all part of it. And because me, it's just life. It's as easy as breathing in the air. You know, it's just you see stuff, you learn stuff, and I'm always learning because there's always new kids, there's always new tricks. I thought I'd seen every trick in the book like 10 years ago. And I'm like, well, maybe the terrain will be different. But now there's so many variations. And with all the stuff on Instagram and everything, all these kids are doing all these crazy adding things. It's almost like video games coming to life now, you know, double flips and late 180s and, you know, all the different flipping into like grinds or slides. Like, it's just so technical what you can do and where you can do them. There's really no limit to what can happen. And that's what's beautiful about it all, is we get inspired by seeing creative, unique people out there doing unique stuff. And there's radical people all over people I don't even know. They're just like random kids at random places doing crazy stuff. So everybody's just having fun doing their own thing. That's what I love about it. It's really cool. I love skateboarding since I first started. So when I'm at events, luckily my brain still works good, where I can remember stuff from 10 or 20 years ago, who might have invented a trick or why they named it that way. Or who put their own twist on it, you know, what's different, because people are always doing the same tricks their own way, you know, when it looks different or made it look cooler or whatever, you know, just do your own way, do your own thing, you know, it's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Have you ever invented a skate trick?
You know, I did a thing that was called a lock and roll. It's kind of like a rock and roll, but I would do like an alley-oop. It was a shallow end of a pool. I had like 4 feet of it. I could barely get up there to grind. So I had to do like kind of an alley-oop rock walk slide. We used to call them rock walks. It's like basically like a alley-oop 5-0 kind of. And I would lap over. It was so light. I would just throw my board up there and body, and I would lap over and do like a Smith grind, and it would just lock up. And then I would start falling, and my board would just come after me, and then somehow I'd roll away. And my friends called it the lock and roll. So that's one of the only things I can think I remember. It's basically like an alley-oop backside Smith on a really steep extension, you know, and just basically get real toe edge. There was a photo in Thrasher of it, full page. I should have pulled it up, and maybe I'll send it to you guys or something. Maybe you can slip it in the interview or something. There was a full page of Thrasher of it back in the day, back in the 80s. But basically, I just like back then I was trying to do airs. I mean, Christian Hosoi and all the guys were flying high, and I was just trying to catch up to them. They were younger than me and lighter than me, and they were just flying all around. So I used to do airs like a foot or two out in pools, you know, and then all of a sudden they made these big ramps where you could go like head high. And I'm like, wow. And I wanted to learn that. And I had to learn how to knee slide, because we used to run out of stuff back in the day before the plastic kneecaps came on. So, I mean, when I was younger in my 20s, when I was turning pro, it was just about big rail. We did a lot of street stuff too, but big ramps, just learning all the tricks. There's so many tricks that guys are already doing, flying in the air like 540 McTwists and, you know, all the crazy new stuff that we're just trying to keep up with everybody. It was progressing so fast. You know, I came from the 70s where it's just basic, real soulful, simple tricks, grinds, and slides, where everything basically got invented. So I'm just happy to skate, you know, like I said, going to session with my friends and getting inspired by what they do, and, you know, seeing somebody fly over here, go, I want to do that. And then you go try it. So it's fun. You know, I love skateboarding that way.
Yeah. And on my Instagram page, I did this like video. I was teaching the kids how to fall, like how to knee slide and stuff.
That's so important to learn. A lot of people, you know, they like, I've been teaching kids how to snowboard, my friends, and they just start jamming like, no, you got to learn how to put the brake, got to get their heel edge and learn how to stop, because, you know, once you're snowboarding, like, woo, you just want to charge, but you can get hurt if you go too fast. So it's the same with skating. You bomb on a hill, like, whoa, how do I jump off this thing? because you get faster than you can run. So you start to learn how to tumble and, whatever. Try not to get too much road rash when you're out there or break an arm or a wrist or whatever, So good for you. Teaching people how to fall is a big part of skating. You got to learn on your own too. You figure it out. Concrete's hard, so better to just not fall. Just make all your tricks. Never fall. That would be nice, right?
Yeah.
I saw Tony Hawk fall one time. It was crazy.
That he probably fell very hard. And what did it feel like being in the movie Thrashin?
That was a dream for us because we got to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers live. Also, TSOL was trying out for the movies. We got to see them live. We got to skate the Del Mar skateboard park. It was closed at the time. They opened it up just for us to do the movies. So we had the whole skate park to ourselves all day, every day. And we got paid. I think it was like $30 a day or something, and we got free food. And basically got to hang out with our friends every night, and have a good time in these hotel rooms they rented for us. We would go up to Santa Monica, Venice, where they had the Dagger, the street scene up there with all the Dagger gang. And so it was kind of like just a regular day in our lives. That was just our regular thing. It's just all of a sudden we had cameras around hanging out with us. But it was cool, all the crazy costumes, all the fun stuff. And none of us had ever been in a Hollywood movie before. At this time, they didn't even really have skate videos. I think Powell was just starting to come out with the first really good quality skate videos with like real professional cameras and stuff. But yeah, I mean, as a kid, you see Hollywood movies to see how they're made and how they go action and cut and lights and makeup and all the different stuff involved. Hey, to get paid for it, it was cool. And just be with your friends. We just skated around on the set, wait until they call us. Hey, you guys, get over here. We need the skaters in here. And between that, we're over there. I remember trying to learn kickflips from Mark Gonzalez. He was doing kickflip. We were learning how to ollie on the street back then. This is like 85 too. And people were just learning kickflip. Like, whoa, how do you do that? So we all sat there and tried to learn kickflips while we're off on the set. I remember that was fun. It was good times. A lot of legendary skaters in that movie.
That sounds awesome. Getting paid
it was
to
awesome.
skate
It was fun.
And getting free food.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, so I mean, yeah, exactly. I remember it was Popeye's chicken. We got chicken every day. It was good.
Ooh. Do you still have the tattoo?
I still do. I have the Dagger tattoo right there. Let me see. Where is it at? Whoops. Where am I going? Oh, right. Somewhere there. I don't know how to get it right. Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, Daggers.
That's funny.
That's the tattoo from the guys. Yeah, I actually drew that one for a friend. I was in Spain. And I go, hey, friend, you're one of the original Daggers in the movie. Will you draw us the thing and we'll tattoo it on my friend? That way he could say that this design was drawn by a real Dagger. So I did it. And then the guy goes, hey, I'll give you a free one too since you drew it. I'm like, all right, cool. And then there you go. I had to figure a right place to put it, and there it is. So yeah, good. That was good times.
Yeah. What does it feel like being a Dagger?
Well, I mean, we were already Daggers before the movie. We were basically Alva team was just like it's just skateboarding with passion. It was before skateboarding became really famous. So now that skateboarding's famous, a lot of kids like I want to be on the X Games. I want to go to the Olympics, and I want to go to learn, at a skate camp or whatever. And which I love skate camps. That's right. They have all stuff skate and you're hanging out with kids learning, but they didn't have any of that when I was a kid. So it was just us learning. And this was even before video stuff. Like, you just had magazines to look at how to figure out how to do tricks. So, basically the Alva guys are just hardcore guys just living the hardcore skate lifestyle, kind of grungy, not really trying to be all perfect and colorful to be sponsored and to be like, make skateboarding all professional or whatever. We were just like, no, we just skate. Like some guys put rails on their boards to save their graphics. We didn't. We're like, no, we'll just scratch them off and get a new one. You don't want your board looking all brand new all year long. You buy it, it looks new for a few days, and then you thrash it, So we were more the skate and destroy side of things, back in the day. That's why they called it skate and destroy. Just get out there and just get rad, I don't know. Crazy. Crazy time, but it's a cool question.
Does it feel like nice and pointy?
What pointy?
Being a Dagger feels nice and pointy.
Well, I tell my friends stay on point, stay sharp. That's some of my jokes about it. But Daggers is just hanging out with your friends. Like basically a skate gang. Daggers was a skate gang in the movie, and all the other guys were like trying to win the contest or win the girl, and we're just the boys hanging out, And if the girls are cool, that's fun. But they were a little more of the grungier type girls or whatever. They were thrasher girls. They weren't the really pretty girls that didn't want to break their nail or whatever. They had to have their makeup and hair all perfect. Our girls are more just we go surf and skate. We hang out with the boys, just thrash around, So whatever. It's just Yeah, it was a good time. The Alva team was definitely different. If you watch the Bones Brigade movie, they talk about that, how their guys were basically they would go to contests and have the contest. They would take them to dinner, take them to the hotel, and get them a good night's sleep and be ready to win the contest. Us, we'd be like, hey, where's the local kids? Who's got a ramp in their backyard? Oh, you're going to bring some beer? Oh, cool. And we hang out with all the local kids. So while the PAL guys in our hotel sleeping, the Alva guys are hanging out with all the local kids. So next day, like, man, we got to hang out with the Daggers, the Alva crew, and they were so much fun. Those guys were really cool. And they didn't get to hang out with Tony Hawk because he's like too famous. He'd get mobbed if he was out there. So whatever. I mean, they did some of it, but for the most part, that's just how it was. And it's in the Bones Brigade documentary. If you watch the movie, they show a little bit of that. And it's also in the Tony Alva documentary that Vans put out, the Six Stair guys, about Tony Alva's story. So this tells you a lot of the stories of the 80s. And it's okay. That's just how skateboarding is. You got good guys and bad guys. We were like the bad guys, kind of, I guess you could say.
What was it like to make it on the Alva team?
That was a dream come true because in the 70s, Tony Alva was the world champ. Tony Alva was Tony Hawk before there was a Tony Hawk. And I love and respect Tony Hawk. I grew up riding for him. He's an amazing, talented athlete, and he deserves to win the contest. But if you watch his documentary, he really wasn't happy. It's no fun to be the winner all the time. You're kind of up there by yourself. He had a few friends, but everyone's trying to beat him and, whatever, talk shit on him. But with us, we were just like, hey, we know we're not going to win. We're going to be able to have fun and maybe make the finals or just do some good tricks on a run or whatever. So we had a different attitude toward like, hey, we're skateboarding for the lifestyle of it. When you do these events, it's just fun to bring your friends together and, let the good guys win. And the rest of us, hey, let's just have a good time. So Tony Alva understood that. He's like, he went through the peak in the 70s when he was the best. And now he wasn't the best. He goes, look, guys, I know what it's like to be on top. You just try your best to be yourself. And that really opened up the door for skateboarding for all kinds of unique individuals that maybe we're not the best guys. Like Mark Gonzalez, was not the best guy in the contest, but he is still one of the most legendary guys just for the things he's done on the skateboard. When it came to a contest, he was falling around all over the place. He didn't know what he was doing. He was just kind of, tried his best stuff, but other guys would be all perfect, maybe not do as hard tricks, and they get better scores. So that's the difference. So being on the Alva team was great. I eventually got to be a team manager. They were flying us all over the world. Went to Australia, went to Europe, we went to Japan, went to Brazil, and all over the States doing demos and hanging out with kids just like you guys, going to the local shops and just hanging with the kids and just having a good time. It was a dream for me. And to get paid, I had my board with my name on it. Sometimes I get thousands of dollars a month just like for just skateboarding. I'm like, wow, what? Free money? I would have done this for free. I'd already been doing it for free. So, oh, there you go. See, you got my board. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks to Embassy. They're making my boards right now. That's my new Embassy board. There it is. That's the one. Go buy it. Go log on the Embassy website if you want to. Here we go. I got my Embassy shirt right here. Where's it at? There we go. Embassy. Yeah. Thanks to Lee and all the guys. Yeah, that's my saw because I used to make a lot of ramps back when I was younger and during the pandemic when there was no contest. So I helped a lot of kids out with the ramps in their backyard. So I'm a carpenter. I can build houses and stuff, but I prefer to build skate ramps. So it's fun. So right on. That's cool. Thanks for showing off that board. I'm glad you had it.
Yeah. Everybody, if you're needing a new board, go get the Dave Duncan model.
There you go. There's, it comes in 7 different shapes. So I ride the bigger one, but there's smaller ones for younger kids too. So there's popsicle stick ones. There's crazy ones for pools and stuff. So yeah, right on.
Yeah.
What is like the gnarliest trick you have ever landed?
No, it's trick, man, just doing big airs, like just trying to go as high as you can because you go high and then you fall. Riding big, crazy pools like the combi pool. It's like 12 feet deep. I mean, I've ridden deeper, bigger stuff. I'd have to think about that one because I've ridden some crazy things. I rode a moving skateboard obstacle in Australia one time. It was like a wave. It was a moving wave that I've never seen in my life. 6 months later, someone ripped off the pro shop and they closed the park. So there's not a lot of footage of this thing, but imagine like a merry-go-round in the middle of a skate park that would just spin in circles and you could ride a moving obstacle. That was pretty awesome. That was just something interesting. Maybe not the gnarliest thing I've did, but lately I've been going to Bob Burnquist's house and we've been doing like mega ramp stuff, with Danny Way. I grew up with those guys, and to see guys doing like 20-foot airs, or going over 50-foot gaps like Evel Knievel, that to me, I've never done it myself. I mean, I've ridden the big quarter pipes, but I haven't flown out like that. But that's amazing to me, like really pushing it, or guys going downstairs, go down a 10 stair. We'll try and go down a 15 or 20. Like it's crazy how, or big gnarly rails like that, big guys doing like triple kink rails. I mean, it's just crazy what the kids are doing now. So big ups to anybody out there that's pushing their own personal limits and the limits of skateboarding. Like I'm amazed. So yeah. But for me, just riding big terrain, I think is what excites me. It's like surfing. You guys surf out where you're at. Imagine going a pipeline and it's 20 foot and it's barreling, and just to drop in is now you make the drop in. Like that's to me like what the combi pool is at Vans Skate Park out here in Colorado. It's like a big gnarly pool, but it's perfect. It's like a perfect. Once you get in there and figure it out, it's like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever ridden. So that to me, I guess I could say is one of the funnest things when you put together a killer run at the combi pool. It's like one of the raddest things I've ever done. So yeah.
Yeah. Recently, I just dropped in a 15-foot one? Mm-hmm. I just dropped in a 15-foot bowl.
How's the rush of that? Was it a rush? Like you're really like, whoa, I made it. Like to drop in something really big. Like, yeah, imagine when you're going so fast, you have speed wobbles, like you're going 20 or 30 miles an hour. That's what it's like when you do the mega ramp. Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, and I also did the mini mega at Woodward, and that's
there you go. Yeah, so the mini mega, that's a nice little step to the mega is just too gnarly for most people. Danny Way is just next level. So I will tell you though, I'm also a snowboarder and a surfer. So I've surfed at some big waves in Hawaii and Mexico.
Yeah.
And that's scary. Like when you're scared to take off and you're scared for your life, and you make it, like that's on edge rush, like surviving near death experience. But I've also gone heliboarding in Alaska. Like they see in the Vulcan videos or whatever, guys get dropped off in a helicopter top and there's no trees, you're above the tree line, just out there, fresh powder, and it's just a dream to get down. And it's scary because if you eat shit to go down, there's good luck going to the hospital or anyone around. So you just got to be very careful and right. But man, it's so perfect and such a dream. It's like you see it on the videos, you dream of it. And I've done a couple heli trips, a couple backcountry cat trips. So that's when you ask some of the gnarliest things I've done. That's like where you're nearly dying or you could die and you survive. Avalanches, you got to do all the avalanche stuff. So that's scary. But when you live it, you pull it off. It's like, wow, what a dream. A near death experience. It's a dream to survive out of it. And now to have the stories to tell, it's awesome.
Luckily you lived through it.
Yeah, exactly. But surf, skateboard, snowboarding, I love them all. Out here in California, we get to do them all. And I've been an announcer of snowboarding a lot. I announced the snowboard for Olympics in 2002 in Park City, before you kids are born, in 2006 in Torino, Italy. Sean White has gold medal runs. I was the announcer guy for all that. I did like 20 years of X Games, of summertime and wintertime snowboarding. So everywhere we went, I got to skate, I got to snowboard all these resorts. So I basically had a dream of life, travel. I've been to Europe like 100 times for skateboarding, all the crazy skate parks and events and, all over the world. So my life has been a dream, but I work hard for it, building the ramps and, running the events. As long as you do a good job, they bring you back and they keep bringing me back. So I'll keep coming. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm looking forward. Last year was one of my best years ever, so right on.
In a couple of years, you're going to be announcing me.
Yeah, I'll be announcing maybe this summer. We're actually coming to Virginia Beach this summer in the beginning of June to do a jackalope. It's one of our big events we do in Montreal every year. They have a vert ramp there. They're going to have a street course there. So they might have like a local Grom division or something, If not, I'll try and get you on the course so you can go get some runs.
Tell them you met them.
I met the people when they came here.
Yeah, see, that's what we're talking about. Jackalope. I have been. I don't know. I'm the organizer. I don't know, but we might get you in the practice session or something. I don't know. I don't know how professional it is or what the cutoff is, but hopefully, we'll let some local kids in there. They usually have like a Grom division. At the one in Montreal, they have like younger kids thing. So I'm sure though that you'll be able to get there and ride. So maybe I'll be announcing you this summer. But yeah, I've done every jackalope for 10 years. I've helped them build that event up there in Montreal. It's a great event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and Tony Hawk comes up on the vert ramp and rides and all the top guys. We're going to put on a big show for you guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be – Virginia Beach needs that. Ever since COVID, there haven't really been a lot of big events. So we're trying to bring it back for you guys. So look forward to seeing you. That's first weekend of June.
And it's right near my birthday time.
Yeah, and it's right on the beach, too. It's going to be right on the beach on the north side. There you go. That's the jackalope. Yeah, perfect. I'm glad you got all that stuff. Cool. Yeah. See you there. First week of June. We'll be there.
They invited me to come try the vert.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Eric?
If you could skate with one person in the whole world at any skate park in the world, what would it be?
Oh, You know, back in the day, I'd probably have to say like Christian Hosoi. I used to skate. I have skated and traveled the world with him back in his heyday. He would just be flying over my head with such amazing style. He was one of my good friends too. We'd have a good time traveling together. I love traveling with Danny Way and watching what he's done. Like I said, Bob Burnquist. I've done a lot of stuff into his house in Brazil. Done a lot of cool stuff with him. Man, Tony Trujillo was a lot of fun to ride with. Pedro Barros, another kid from Brazil, to see what he has been doing and can do. It's been amazing. Lately, Elliot Sloan, if you see the mega ramp thing at his house, mini mega and a 100 vert ramp, I've been going skating with him at his house. As far as the modern guys, you know, Alex Perlson, he's another guy that like the new vert guys, Clay Kreiner. All those guys are just like, as far as modern guys go, but there's too many. There's so many guys, a lot of rad underground guys. I can't remember all their names right now, but yeah, but that's a good question. Probably just people that are better than me that would inspire me, you know, but they're also fun to hang out with.
It's really cool.
Yeah. And Tony Alva too. I gotta say, like back in the day, I used to see Tony Alva and Jay Adams in the magazines. To me, they were like superstars. Like, wow, these guys, I want to be like them. I want to surf. I want to skate. I want to have a good time. And then eventually to meet them and travel the world with Tony Alva and you'll be able to skate back their pools with Jay Adams and have fun. Like, it's been a dream come true. So all those early Dogtown guys, if you haven't seen it yet, go check out the Dogtown movie, Dogtown documentary. Pretty crazy stuff, you know. So to me, to see that as a kid and then actually live that life through the 80s, you know, that came in the 70s, and I was skating then. You know, I skated back and forth to school on clay wheels before urethane was even invented. So once urethane came around, we were just like them. We're riding in the schoolyards, and the banks, and the pools, and down at the beach, and surfing in the summers. And so, Southern California lifestyle has treated me very, very well. So been very thankful to grow up in Southern California. It's good weather all year long, and yeah, sidewalks are smooth, so it's good living.
Yeah, everybody that's going to be watching this, you should go watch the Dogtown movie. It's really awesome.
It's called Lords of Dogtown. I think it's the movie, but there's a documentary about Dogtown. Yeah. So they're both good. Yeah, documentary is more the real thing. I like the music in the documentary because it's all the 70s stuff I grew up on, and it's just the real footage, you know. But the movie's fun. Yeah, it's good. They did a good job on it.
I love the movie. I watch it like 2 or 3 times a month. Like,
oh, cool. So you know then. Yeah, that's how it all started, man. That's the roots. And the tricks they're doing, the moves are just real simple. And that's how you can have fun just cruising and doing simple stuff. Now you look at Instagram, you get so blown away and overwhelmed by all the kids doing crazy tricks. So don't get too overwhelmed by all that, you know.
Yeah. Funny fact about Lords of Dogtown, I was Jay Adams for Halloween.
I think I've seen a photo of you or so. I don't know, somewhere that reminds you. Maybe it's someone else did, but yeah, cool for you. Being Jay Adams, he was one of my good friends. So, matter of fact, I have a Jay Adams thing in my pocket right here. Quick, I'll show you there. I carry him with me everywhere I go. I bring Jay Adams here. Let's see. There you go. This came out of my wallet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a sticker from when he passed away. So, but he was basically about the same age as me, and it was really sad to leave. We lost him maybe 8 years ago, and I've been blessed. I'm like, man, maybe one of these years I'll be gone, but I'm not gone yet. I'm still here. So live it up while you're alive, brothers.
Yeah. So like, what is the most memorable moment in like action sports history that you've like seen?
Man, I was at the X Games when I saw Travis Pastrana do a double backflip on a motorcycle. That was amazing. Even skateboard, like we've been seeing people do backflips on BMX stuff, and then to do a single backflip, but to do a double, that's like, and people you could die, you can break your neck, you end up in a wheelchair. I mean, that's death-defying stuff. Now I think guys even do triples or something now. It's crazy, but they got airbags and stuff. It's a little different now, but back then they didn't have all the airbag stuff, I don't think. But that's it. Let's stay with snowboarding. It's like maybe the big Alaska drops or whatever crazy big mountain terrain. But you know, recently the big guys in super pipes and snowboarding, man, doing like crazy 1260s and 1080s and like double cork stuff. That's pretty crazy what they're doing on snowboards now. But let's take it back to skateboarding. I'd have to say the mega ramp stuff. We already talked about that with Danny Way and Bob, like to have them just push that part of skateboarding as fast, as high, as far as you can. Then we just did a thing at Bob's where he's got a step-up gap. He's got a hip quarter pipe thing where you fly with the hip, and then he's got the gap and the rail. So there's 5 different different disciplines that you can do: the quarter pipe, the rail, the gap, or the step up, and they're all just crazy. And so the new kids these days, or not new, but a lot of top guys, they're doing just crazy stuff, and then you could die. You could literally die or get hurt really bad, but it's all calculated risk. So, they work your way up to that level. So it looks dangerous as heck for somebody who's just learning, like, whoa, how do they do that? They're like magicians or just amazing people that, it's crazy. But that's why the professionals make it look easy. Put it that way. If you're a true professional, you make a difficult trick look easy. And that's why they call them professionals. They get paid to do what they're doing.
I bet this is what someone's face looked like when they've never skated before. Well, they've skated like a couple times and they've never seen a mega ramp. They're like,
yeah, their eyes are really big, and they've like, what? Ah,
really, I think they're like kind of like just.
Yeah, they're blown away. No, I see mind-blowing stuff. I thought I'd seen it all, and I still see mind-blowing stuff all the time. Every year I see more stuff. Last year was one of the craziest years ever, And now recently, big waves. Have you seen Hawaii? Oh, my God. Those guys this year in California is some of the biggest waves right now. I've been seeing all kinds of footage of crazy big waves. Or that thing in Nazareth over there in Portugal. Whew. Dude, guys are riding like 100-foot waves and stuff. I never thought I'd see that in my lifetime. Crazy. But they're getting towed in by jet skis and stuff a lot of times. So. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy what's going on now. But yeah, and that one guy just got hurt really, really bad. People have died. So Jericho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can die.
I want to give a shout out to Will Scudin. He was just in pretty sure Portugal surfing some really big waves.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. And while you're giving shout outs, I'm gonna give a shout out to Black Flies. They're my sunglass sponsor, but they give me money all the time to fly around and do what I do. And so if you ever need some good sunglasses, go to flies.com and get them. They got them for girls too, or whatever. So right on, as long as we're giving shout outs.
Hear that, everybody? Go get yourself some flies.
Yeah, flies.com, Black Flies. There you go.
Yeah, that's some good advice because everybody lose certain things all the time. My dad, he loses his sunglasses.
Oh yeah, exactly. So you always need new sunglasses. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yep.
It's like
and it's a good birthday gift for Christmas. Hey, you can always use because they get scratched up or whatever. But Flies have a lifetime warranty. If they get scratched up, send them in and we'll give you new lenses, whatever. We'll hook you up. Give them the Double D special. Tell them I sent you.
Okay.
Yeah, you check them out on Instagram too. Black Flies Eyewear is what their Instagram tag is. Whatever.
Okay. Hear that, everybody?
Yeah.
Go follow Black Flies Eyewear on Instagram.
There you go. Thank you. Thanks. And Fly Girls. We got another one on Instagram called Fly Girls. It's got all the girls with tattoos looking all sexy with their shades. It's pretty cool. Bikinis and stuff. If you like girls in bikinis, go to that one.
Thank you.
Sorry about him, everybody.
Yeah. All right.
What are your
Let's talk about cake and ice cream. I love birthdays.
How about we talk about this?
Yeah, what do you got?
What are your thoughts about pineapple on pizza?
I love pineapple. They call it the Canadian bacon pineapple. What's that called? There's a special name for it. I like it. Yeah, that's good.
Hawaiian
I've
pizza?
actually
POP.
Yeah, Hawaiian style pizza. Yeah, Hawaiian style pizza.
Hawaiian.
Yeah, it's Hawaiian style pizza. But they don't do it in Italy like that. But I've been to Italy, and I will tell you, it is some of the best food I've ever had in my life. Their spaghetti, their pastas, all the ingredients. These are really fresh ingredients. So, yeah, Italian food's one of my favorites. And also on food, I like Mexican food too. Here in California, we got tacos and burritos and quesadillas and chimichangas. That's great stuff. So those are some of my favorite. Or sushi. I like some good sushi, raw fish. These are all healthy too. The sushi is so healthy for you. So those are some of my favorite foods, as long as we're talking food here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is there an Instagram we can follow you on?
Yeah, just put in the word double, DOUBLE, with two D's, Double D, and then the last name DUNC. So it's Double D Dunk. Double D because that's my nickname, and then Duncan is my last name, DUNC. So I don't know, I just came up with it because every time I put in Double D, there was too many of them and too many Dave Duncans. And so I just kept going, Double D. What about Double D Dunk? Like, not my whole name, Double D Duncan. I just put Double D Dunk. So it had a ring to it. So there you go. Try. It's on my board. Bring my board up again. It's on the. It's written on the signature of my board, the Double D Dunk thing.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, put it where the signature. Where's the signature at? Up top. Yeah, right there.
Right there.
Yeah, put that in the camera better. There it is, Double D Dunk. That's my Instagram tag, Double D Dunk. There it is.
There you go, guys.
Yep. And hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you putting the rails on that to keep my graphics from getting thrashed up. That's very nice of you. The rail, it's getting a little scratched by the saw. That's cool. But yeah, the rail, that's because it's got a lot of good concave. But the rails will help you if you want to do like board slides and stuff on curbs, especially. So it's all good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah, boy, that board's looking good, buddy. I like it. That's 80s style right there.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a Father's Day present for Daddy.
Yeah, it's my dad's board.
Oh, cool. Thank you, whoever got it for him. I like the shape of it, how those crazy edges on it. Gives it some personal touch. Yeah, because you can't do that with a surfboard or snowboard, but you could do it with a skateboard. You can get crazy with the shapes of skateboards, and it looks cool, and it's still functional.
I've
Right
heard.
on.
Well, I've heard if you go to Woodward, you can pay like some money and you can like shape a deck. Like you can
Yes.
shape,
Oh yeah.
like you just
Yes.
pick, it can be like the craziest shape. Like
Yep.
like a-
Exactly. The guy who does that is Paul Schmidt. Big shout out to Paul Schmidt. He makes our boards. It's called Schmidt Sticks, PS Sticks. He has a thing called Create a Skate. That's part of Woodward, where they'll give you like a ruler. You can measure out your wheelbase and your kick in the nose and tail, how much you want. Yeah, you can make your own custom board. And really, you can ride. It's like surfing. You can ride a shortboard. You can ride a longboard. Or same with snowboard. It's all different shapes and sizes. But with skateboarding, it's fun to experiment with smaller boards, bigger boards, medium boards, because they're all good for different things. So sometimes in a big pool, you might want a bigger board, longer wheelbase that's more stable. And then if you're going to be flipping your board around, you want a smaller, skinnier board to flip around the streets or whatever, or maybe a little lighter, easier to pop ollies and stuff. So yeah, definitely try to experiment with board shapes. That's a big part of skateboarding.
yeah.
Find out what works best for you. But if you get one that you like, stay with it. But always try to experiment. Try to ride your friend's boards or an old guy. A lot of guys come to me, hey Dave, I want to try your board, and I love it. Young kids will ride my big old pool, but they love it because it's so stable and different, and then big old wide trucks and stuff. So try to ride. If you see an older guy to skateboard, go, hey, can I try your board? And he might be stoked and let you ride it. You might get a different feel out of it. Sometimes like a Cadillac, you're just cruising. Feels good.
Yeah. So I got some of my boards back here.
Oh, see, there you go. Nice. Yeah, see all different shapes. Yeah, surfboards. I love it. I like the IPA sticker too. His kid comes out here to Huntington a lot and hangs out with us. I like all this flames on there, all the different graphics. That's really cool to see all the graphics in skateboards and snowboards and surfboards. Gives it some personality and art. I love art, so we all love different kinds of art, just be yourself, express yourself, music. We love music too.
Might sound a bit crazy, but that is not a sticker. I ride
Part of the board, yeah.
IPA.
IPA, yeah, I know. Ben IPA is a legend. His son is out here in Huntington Beach a lot. We do a lot of surf event stuff.
Yeah,
I get to hang out with him a lot. Yeah, he's carrying on the legend,
Yeah,
the IPA legend. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, he's great. He's been great to JB, right?
Thank you so much, Dave Duncan, or
You're
Double
welcome,
D.
guys.
Thank you so much,
Hey,
Double D, for coming on.
You're welcome,
yeah.
and I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to coming and high-fiving you guys and hanging out and skating with you, getting your shred on out there at Jackalope, first weekend of June. Here, that's like only like 5 months away. Yeah, it's coming soon.
Are you going to North Carolina anytime soon?
My daughter lives in Raleigh, North Carolina, so I might, but she says she's moving back here in the next couple of months. Why? What's going on in North Carolina?
I
that's where
actually,
Duke lives.
I live in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, you do? Oh, cool. My daughter lives out
Yeah.
there. Yeah, but she just told me she wants to move back out to California. She said it rains a lot out there. Has it been raining a lot?
Yeah, it rains a lot. Yeah.
California, we get a
and-
lot of sunshine. She likes the sunshine.
Yeah. Or well, we don't live quite in Raleigh. We just live like right outside of Raleigh, but like
That's okay. I love North Carolina. It's beautiful, beautiful place. So good for you. That's cool that you live there. If I do make it out that way, I'll definitely look you up.
all right.
You never know. I might be coming. You never know.
Yeah. Yo, you're the man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Right on, guys. Thank you guys. And just keep
Have a nice.
keep
a nice
shredding,
night,
keep
everyone.
skating, keep having fun with your friends, live life, do good things, be positive and happy and spread joy around you and do good things for other people. And it'll all come back to you in a good way. Karma is a good thing. So just go out there and try and help other people as much as you can in life. It will help yourself. It feels good, and people will want to help you sometimes too. So right on, you guys. Cool. Keep it up.
Wait, what time is it for you out there?
It is, let's look. It is 5 o'clock.
Oh,
5
5 o'clock.
7:56.
Yeah, well, it's 450.
7:55.
3 hours. We got 3 hours difference. Yeah, from California East Coast, 3 hours difference. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
doing
that's
any
pretty
of the
cool.
announcing for USASA?
Am I for
are you
announcing for
doing-
what?
USASA?
You know, I used to do that one in Colorado. I might in April be in Copper Mountain. We'll see. I did that for like 10 years. I loved it in the USA. And I do some local stuff out here. But I'm in California, so I don't know if I'll see you guys. But I announced some local snowboard events in here. We just did a rail jam at Mountain High a couple weeks ago. It was really fun. And yeah, it's all good.
Nationals.
We're gonna be at Nationals.
Are you?
So that's in Colorado.
That's in
Yeah,
Colorado.
that's at Copper Mountain. Yeah, that's the one. I announced the Nationals for like 10 years. So I might. We'll see. We'll see. Once this stopped with COVID, I haven't gone because of COVID, but maybe I'll talk to him about bringing me back out there. Hopefully I see you there. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
He went last year for his first time. He ended up ranking fifth snowboarder overall in the country.
Hey, how amazing is that event, right? How cool is that mountain and that place? Like, what a dream to see all the other snowboarders, how cool it is, all the kids, all the young kids in your division. So congratulations on being fifth. That is very respectable. But it's the whole country. So just keep it up, man. Keep on riding, keep having fun, and you'll get better every time you ride, for sure.
We had a blast.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on.
All right, guys. Hey,
Hopefully,
thanks for having me.
we see you soon.
For sure.
Yeah, we will.
Right on, guys. Right on, Groms. Keep raging. Cool.
You too.
Yeah. All right.
Grommet Vommit out.
Grommet Vommit. Yeah.
Oh man, goddamn. Nick's back with a sidewalk slam. Still 10 toes with them high top.